बीज पूरगदेक्षुकर्मुकुरजः चक्राब्जपाशोत्पल व्रीयग्रस्वपिशानरत्नकलशैः प्रोद्यत्कराम्भोरुवः ध्येयो वल्लभया स पद्मकरया आश्लिष्टोज्ज्वलद्भूषया विश्वोत्पत्तिविपत्तिसंस्ततिकरो विघ्नेश इष्टदद श्रीनाथादिगुरुत्रयं गणपतिं पीठत्रयं भैरवम् सिद्धौघं वटुकत्रयं पदयुगं धूतीक्रमं मण्डलम् वीरान्ध्यष्टचतुष्कषष्टिनवकं वीरावळी पञ्चकम् श्रीमन्मालिनीमन्त्रराजसहितं वन्दे गुरोर्मण्डलम् माधर्मे मधुकैटभग्निमहिषः प्राणापहारोऽध्यमे हेलनिर्मितधूम्रलोचनवधे हे चण्डमुण्डार्धिनी निःशेषीकृतरक्तबीजदनुजे नित्ये निशुम्भापहे शुम्भध्वंसिनि संहर सुदुरितन् दुर्गे नमस्तेऽम्बिके सर्वं श्रीचण्डी महालक्ष्मी श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः सद्गुरुं श्रीपादुकां पूजयामि तर्पयामि नमः. Welcome all of you for this another session on Aparajitha Stuti, and we are trying to understand Aparajitha Stuti with a meaning and explanation. I have completed until the 14. देवी प्रसीद परमा भवती भवाय सद्यो विनाशयसि कोपवती कुलानि विज्ञानमेतद् अधुनैव यदस्तमेतन् नीतं बलं सुविपुलं महिषासुरस्य. Until then we have completed. Now moving further, let's do the syllabification. Te sam mata. Ma ta is alpata and aki matra. Te sammata janapadeshu dhanani. Dha is mahaprana. Na is alpana. Na and aki matra. Dhanani. You have to focus on that. All those who are interested in Lakshmi arrival at home, that is the significance there. Dhanani. Tesham. The sha is Shanmukha Shakara. Tesham again. Tesham Yasham. The im will remain as it is. Yashamsi. Sa Saraswati Sakara. So focus on the Aki Matras. Yashamsi. Yashamsi. Nachasidati. Nachasidati. Sa Saraswati Sakara. Nachasidati dharma vargaha. Nachasidati dharma vargaha. Dhanyasta. Dha mahaprana again. Dhanyasta eva nibhru tatmaja nibhruta. Bha is mahaprana. Nibhru tatmaja. Bha and ra actually. So what you should do in such a place is you should say the mahaprana word first actually and then add the ra. Nibhru. That bha is coming first and then the ra is coming actually. Nibhru tatmaja. Nibhru tatmaja bhritya. Bha is mahaprana. Bhritya dhara. Danyasta eva nibhrithatmaja bhritya dhara. Yesham Shanmukha Shakara. Again, Yesham sada. Do the syllabification. Sadhabhyu. Dayada. Sadhabhyu dayada. Bhavati. bhavati, prasanna, prasanna, sanna, na, because that is an emphasized word. Prasanna, n. It's not prasanna, it's prasanna. It means what? That word itself means that she is like absolutely satisfied. Got it? Absolute satisfaction. तेषां मता जनपदेषु धनानि तेषां यशांसि न च सीदति धर्मवर्गः धन्यास्त एव निभृतात्मजभृत्यधारा येषां सदाभ्युदयदा भवती प्रसन्ना. Okay, let's go to the next one. Dharmyani. Dha is Mahaprana. Dha is Mahaprana. Dharmyani Devi. You see now, we started with Devi. Correct, na? Now it became what? It is Devi only. She's saying, don't shout. I'm next to you only. You know? Dharmyani Devi. Dharmyani. Dha is Mahaprana. Dharmyani. Ani. Na is bigger na. The na bigger na gives the emphasis for the word dharma, students. Actually, it's not casually we are saying. You understand that the na shows the weightage of that word. You understand what I'm trying to say? So this is what we appreciate actually. Dharmyani. It's not dharmyani. We are not casually saying it actually. The weightage, the emphasis, the symbolism, the deeper meaning we are associating with it actually. Okay. Dharmyani, dharmyani, devi, sakalani. Sa Saraswati Sakara, ka, la, aki matra, ni is choti ni. Sakalani. Sadaiva. Sa Saraswati Sakara, da is alpada. Sadai. Sadaiva. Dharmyani devi sakalani sadaiva karma. Karman. Karman. We are segregating at karman. We have already added. So what we should do? Atyadbhutaf. We have to add a separate ki matra. Because karmyan. An. Is taken with the karma. The word karmyan. So we have to put for ya. Atyadhritaf. Dhritaf. Sorry. Atyadhritaf. Atya aki matra. So atya plus dhritaf. Two words are there. Atya plus dhritaf. The visarga will change into F. The visarga will change into F. Atya dhritaf. Pratidinam. 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 Sukruti. Sukruti. Sukriti. So that is the way it is said. Su plus kriti. Sukruti. The emphasis is on the ti actually. Sukruti, because we are not saying Sukruti. Like Sukruti. No, Sukruti, which means what? Sukruti. She's a source of happiness. Karoti. Sukruti karoti. Sukruti karoti. The T is choti. See, see the difference. Sukruti is badi E. Karoti is choti E actually. Correct? Yes or no? In all the languages, it should be like that only. These are the things which you should learn actually. This is what is important in chanting, not simply saying. If you really wanted that emotion to flow in your nerves, this you should focus. If you focus that, automatically that emotion, which is in English, it sounds very simple, but if let me put it in Sanskritam, bhavana, that bhavana that we are looking for. Not bhavana means don't ask who is that girl Bhavana actually. That bhavana is what we are looking for actually. All the nerves, it is coming together, all the matrika aksharas which are present in each and every part of the body, they are intertwined with the nerve, and then it is producing an emotion actually, where it makes you so deeply look into yourself actually. Antarmukam, it will take you antarmukam actually. I'm just writing one article. Tomorrow, I think I'll publish it on the importance of the aksharas actually, because I was thinking how to make you people realize on the importance of aksharas. Today, I just penned something actually. I wrote something. I think I'll publish it tomorrow. So please read it actually. It's because what is happening is that as we are learning and as we are aging, we are getting the thought that we know things actually. I know it now, that attitude is the first step which will not allow us to progress further actually. That is not at all a good attitude for a learner. As long as I live, so long do I learn actually. That is what we should believe in. So you should be able to appreciate these. So why I'm saying all these stories, the kahani I'm giving is because while you chant, you should be conscious. You should focus, particularly in the early stages, those who are all learning, the first time learners actually. Focus on each and every word like this actually, where Aki Matra is coming, where it is Choti Iki Matra, where it is Badi Iki Matra, where the emphasis is on the Ra Matra. You understand what I'm trying to say? Because you are all smart enough that there is no need for you to undergo this class to learn this actually. There is n number of YouTube audio, videos, recordings, and so many things are available. Even some of you can even read it actually. You have that language skill, but you are learning under a teacher in a Mahavidyalaya because this is what you are learning. You understand what I'm trying to say? My grandmother will always say, "Samaikka theriyum, ana uppu poda theriyadhu." It is like that actually. You know how to cook, but putting the salt is the most technical part of it actually. Yes or no? Everybody can go and cook everything. You cook, you make vegetables, this, that, put masala and everything. But ultimately, you have to put salt actually. That is what is the most important thing. The salt will become here and there. Then no matter how much tasty you will make, it's not going to come up properly actually. So similarly, these things you must focus actually. These small emphasis is what will keep you sustained in this path until the pranan will leave this body actually. At that moment, going on thinking about all nonsensical thing or getting a fear of quitting the body and everything, as they say, anayasa maranaha, this practice is what is going to give us that. If we are really preparing or planning for something, that is the only plan we are supposed to do actually. That is what the Shastras is talking about actually. Anayasena maranena actually. So you remember all these things, or rather all these Puranam Devi herself will give actually. So anyway, let's focus here. Karman, no, dharmyani devi sakalani sadaiva karman, correct. Atyadhrita pratidinam sukruti karoti. Next line. Swargam prayati. Swargam prayati. See, Swargam is heaven. Prayati, they are not saying it Prayati. You have to do a lot of exercise. When I'm just going to explain, you'll understand. They are saying Swargam Prayati is not a big deal for somebody who is going to understand her. It's Prayati. That's it. Got it, na? You are understanding the emphasis that is coming in. It's not, they are not saying Prayati. No, Prayati. That's it. Swargam Prayati. Chatato. Tato. Ta is there. Tato. Bhavati. Bha is Mahaprana. Va. Ti is Badi Ikiti. Bhavati. Prasadat. Prasadat. Prasadal it will become, students. Prasadal. प्रसादाल्लोकत, 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 प्रसादाल लोकत्रयेपि, प्रसादाल लोकत, we have to put a t with the k, prasadat, प्रसादाल लोकत्रयेपि, त्रयेपि, फलदा, फ is महाप्राण, फलदा, फलदा, you have to steal that pause for the Mahaprana. Otherwise, the will sound Mahaprana actually. If you don't pause, you take a, you steal that pause, pha, lada, phalada. Otherwise, if you run the word, what run means, if you say continuously, the will sound Mahaprana, paladha, it will become actually. Correct? Got it? See, this is the way I learned because I am not coming from the Hindi belt actually. A pure South Indian, Tamil. And this Mahaprana, Alpa Prana and all is not there in our language actually. Years together of effort actually. And I was not even a smart student actually, with a lot of efforts, learned from a very young age actually. So that's the reason and as kept practicing, as kept learning, as kept, that Spuranam happened, by Devi's grace, started understanding and learning more, then I understood how these words are so important. And these words, as I kept on going on saying, each word has a very, very deep impact on our system, actually. So saying it as appropriate as possible will open up the 7 lotuses, actually. And that is what we are all looking forward to, actually. Phalada nanu devi, devi tena. Again, devi is choti iki matra. ननु देवी तेन धर्म्यानि देवी सकलानि सदैव कर्मान् अत्यादृतः प्रतिदिनं सुकृती करोति स्वर्गं प्रयाति च ततो भवती प्रसादाल् लोकत्रयेऽपि फलदा ननु देवी तेन. Next one is the most favorite and the central of the prayers, which is a part of the Durga Saptashloki also. Durge, 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 Smrita, Smrita, Smrita. Sir is Saraswati Sakara, half sir, the Hiss, the hiss sound should come. Smrita. Durge Smrita, Durges, Durges, it will connect together. Durges Smrita. It's not Durges Smrita, Durges Smrita. It will come together. Durges Smrita. That's the reason that hiss you should join the g and the sa actually. Hiss will join actually. Durges, Durges Smrita. Even if you say Durge Smrita, there is nothing wrong. But the connectivity, what I'm saying, that flow, that emotion, that connecting all the currents together in the body, that happens with this kind of a way that we chant actually. Durge Smrita, focus on the Akimatra. Durge Smrita Harasi. Sa is Saraswati Sakara. Harasi. See, one thing, student, if you have not learned the 700 shlokas, it is fine. There are 7 shlokas which you should learn properly, and this is one among the top primary actually. Even if I'll come all of a sudden to your house and wake you up, get up and say Durge Smrita, you should get up and say immediately. Like that, you should remember this. Only 7 shlokas out of the 700 actually. If you master the 700 with practice, with your tapas, with your sadhana over the next upcoming years, that is wonderful. But this one is very central for us actually. Okay? Yeah. Durge Smrita Harasi Bhiti. Bha is Mahaprana. Bhiti. The bha with E is badi ki matra. And ti is choti ki matra. Bhiti. Segregate the word. Bhiti is one word. Mashesha is another word. Ma she, that sh is Shiva Shakara. And then followed by the Shiva Shakara, we have the Shanmukha Shakara. Mashesha, 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 Jantoho. That Visarga will remain as it is here. Jantoho. Jantoho. Swastais. Swastais. ICE. Ice. Swastais. Smrita. Smrita. Again, Sir Saraswati Sakara. His sound will come because it is Alpa Prana. Swastais Smrita. Swastais Smrita. Mati. Segregate the word. Mati. Mativa. Mati. Mati. The first Mati is Choti ki matra. And the second Mati is the bigger E ki matra. Badi ki matra. Mati Mativa. Mati Mativa. Shubham. Bha is Mahaprana. Shubham Dadasi. Shubham Dadasi. Swastai smrita mati mativa shubham dadasi. Next line. Daridriya. Ridriya. Dharidriya. The is alpada. Daridriya. Dukkha. Kha is Mahaprana. Kha is Mahaprana. Dukkha. Daridriya, Daridriya Dukkha, Dukkha, Bhaya. Bha is Mahaprana again. Focus on the Bha. Bhaya. Segregated. Bhaya. Harini. 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 Ani. Bigger na. Harini. Daridriya Dukkha Bhaya Harini. Ka. Ka. Twadanya. Ka. Focus on the ka. Elongate the ka. It's not ka twadanya. It's ka twadanya. Ka twadanya. Sarvo. Sarvopakara. Sarvopakara. Sarvopakara karanaya. Karanaya. Naya. Open your mouth and say, all of you. Karanaya. Sadardha. Sadar. That R will be doubling there. Sadardha. Sadardha. Chitta. Chitta. Okay. Durge smrita harasi bhiti mashesha jantoho swastais smrita mati mativa shubham dadasi daridriya dukkha bhaya harini Katwadanya Sarvopakaranaya Sadhardha Chitta. Okay, all of you, once again. Durge Smrita. Durge Smrita Harasi Bhiti Mashe Shajantoho Swastai Smrita मतीव शुभां ददासि दारिद्र्य दुःखभयहारिणि का त्वदन्या सर्वोपकारकरणाय सदार्धचित्ता दुर्गे स्मृता हरसि भीतिमशेषजन्तोः स्वस्तैः स्मृता मतिमतीव शुभान् ददासि दारिद्र्यदुःखभयहारिणिका त्वदन्या सर्वोपकारकरणाय सदार्धचित्ता. This is the way it will sound actually when we chant. At the end of the day, all your insecurities, all your fear for yourself and for your loved ones, you keep always lamenting, right? Instead of lamenting, when you feel troubled, this is the mantra you have actually for all kinds of trouble. And you are worried only about your life. Most of the worry is all about the livelihood, right? Livelihood, life dependency, life expectancy, the closeness in the relationships and all these things, that battle that keeps happening in the interpersonal space. So to get clarity, to get solutions, to heal, to be the togetherness, this is what is the actual mantra actually. Durge smrita harasi bhiti mashesha jantoho. Next one, let's go to the next one. We will do the syllabification. He bhir, bha is mahaprana. He bhir hatair, hatair. He bhir hatair jagatu, jagatu. Paiti, pai. That I emphasize. Paiti. So are you doing the syllabification with a pencil? All of you show me your pencil in your hands. Or simply sitting and listening. Yeah, good, great. Please do the syllabification. Put lines. I'll be checking those who are coming for the graduation ceremony. I'll open your textbooks and see actually how syllabification you have done actually. Okay. He bhir, hatair. He bhir is one word. Hatair is one word. Jagatu is one word. Paiti is one word. There are 4 words are there actually. He bhir, hatair, jagatu, paiti. Sukhan. Kha is mahaprana. Sa is Saraswati Sakara. Sukhan. Im will change into namatra. Sukhan tathaite. Tathaite. Sukhan tathaite. Tha is mahaprana. Tathaite. Kurvantu. Next line. Kur. Ra. Emphasize. Kurvantu. Kurvantu nama. Aki matra focus. Nama. Narakaya. Narakaya. Chiraya. Chiraya. Papam. Papam. Kurvantu nama narakaya chiraya papam. Sang. Ing. Sangrama. Sangrama. Sangrama mrityu. Do the syllabification. Mrityu madhi. Dha is mahaprana. Madhi gamya. Sangrama mrityu madhi gamya. There are 3 words are there. Mrityu plus madhi plus gamya. Divam prayantu. Divam prayantu. Sangrama mrityu madhigamya divam prayantu matveti. Mat veti nuna. Mat plus veti. Mat plus veti. Matveti nuna. Nuna. Mahit. Mahi plus tan. Matveti nuna mahitan. Vinihansi. Vinihansi. Vinihansi Devi. So let's do whatever we learned today. Vishnave Namaha, Vishnave Namaha, Vishnave Namaha. Te sammata janapateshu dhanaditesham. तेषां यशांसि न च सीदति धर्मवर्गः धन्यास्तु एव निपृतात्मजभृत्यदारा येषां सदाभ्युदयदा भवति प्रसन्ना धर्म्यानि देवि सकलानि सदैव कर्मान् अत्यादृतः प्रतिदिनं सुकृती करोति सङ्ग्राम स्वर्गं प्रयाति च ततो भवति प्रसादात् लोकत्रयेऽपि फलदा ननु देवि तेन दुर्गे स्मृता हरसि दुर्गे स्मृता हरसि भीतिमशेषजन्तोः स्वस्तैः स्मृता मतिमतीव शुभां ददासि दारिद्र्यदुःखभयहारिणिका त्वदन्या सर्वोपकारकरणाय सदाद्रचित्ता हेभिर्हतैर्जगतुपैति सुखं तथैते कुर्वन्तु नाम नरकाय चिराय पापम् सङ्ग्राममृत्युमधिगम्य दिवं प्रयान्तु मत्वेति नून महितान् विनिहंसि देवी. I'm giving you a less than a minute time to go through this. Comfortable? Okay. Let's look into the Bhashyam. तेषं मता जनपदेषु धनादितेषां तेषां यशांसि न च सीदति धर्मवर्गः. So Indra is continuing to talk to Devi further actually. So in this particular verse, Indra has been, until then, Indra has spoken about the glories or the powers of Devi actually. You are supreme, you award everything, you clear off everything, you are the savior, like that. In various ways he's been very specifically, he has been describing about the glories of the mother actually, how she is the supreme controller, and how she is the supreme protector, and how she is a supreme strategist for us actually, particularly in that shloka as we saw yesterday, like I was explaining, how she's nullifying our karmas, how she's nullifying our debts toward the runadu bandhas that we carry in the samsara, with the previous births that we have taken, and all the the relationship with the pitrus and everything that we are having, how she's systematically bringing us from everything, and she's putting into this path of sadhana, and how she's purifying us so that we can reach the eternal world actually. Because unless and until we are not free from all these aspects, that it's not possible to reach her actually. But now, immediately from there, Indra is taking a U-turn, maybe for all of us actually. Indra is saying, I did say about all those things, that let people don't think that, worshipping you, somebody is going to become a sannyasi at the end of the day. They are not going to have anything in their life. It is nothing like that. Tesam janapadeshu dhanaditesham. Janapadeshu dhanaditesham. Dhana. You are Dhana Akarshana Rupini, Dhana Akarshana Yantra Rupini. That Dhana Akarshana Yantram, if it has to manifest, means you are the Dhana Akarshana Yantram. Janapadeshu, actually. Not, that Dhanam, how she is giving, she's not just giving for us, she's giving that Dhanam, Aishwaryam, to the entire family as a Sampat, actually. So if you are doing this Upasana, directly or indirectly, who are all associated in your life, they are all getting benefits of that, actually. That's the reason when the teacher does the upasana, all the students, they get benefit of it actually. You understand? At your level, at a micro level, when you do it, everybody around you is getting benefited actually. So, Desammata Janapadeshu Dana, you should not be happy with this verse. All those who are doing Atma Vidya should grow beyond this actually. I know this is bringing happiness, but remember, Indra is saying this for what actually? Even this you are capable actually, but Devi is capable beyond even this. That is what we should understand from the Aparajitha text actually, the central understanding. So, Tesam Janapadeshu Dana, Tesam Mata Janapad. Mata means what? There is no dearth, it seems actually. Now we have dearth that is coming in terms of cylinder and all these. She's not like that actually. There is never any dearth actually. It's always overflowing. I never make political statements or social statements, but it is coming over the flow actually. So all these are, there is no dearth. Her Gajana is always full, it seems. No matter how much anybody takes, it's like Akshaya Patram actually. She herself is that Akshaya Patram, So Tesam Mata. Mata means never ever actually. Never ever forever actually. Tesam Mata Janapadeshu Dhanadi Tesham. Tesham forever. Again, Tesham, again he is saying forever. Yasham, see, Dhanam is not only always, Yashas is also she's giving. Yashas means what? Having that Aishwaryam, how to lead a life full of Aishwaryam actually. You understand, we keep saying that so many will have bank account actually, but they will not use it, they will not allow others to use it actually. The father will be having so much of bank account. The son will be keep on thinking when the father will go so that I will get this bank account actually, because father is not using and he's not even allowing the son to use it actually. So that is not the case here actually. Everybody is satisfied, 100% satisfied. Tesam yasham, see, yashas, that Aishwaryam, how that Aishwaryam is converting into Anandam actually. Yashas actually. Yashas, Kirtihi, Balaha, Buddhihi. This is what is this is what is the primary blessings we seek actually from a guru, from a devata. You understand now what I'm trying to say? This is what we. And then if somebody is having some stuff inside here, they will ask for Atma Jnanam, Atma Unnati, all these things, then it will come. But otherwise, they will ask only Aishwaryam, Anandam, Yashas, Kirti, Buddhi, Bhalam, actually. These are very, but we are not denying that is the foundation for anybody's life, actually. So, Tesham Yashamsi Nacha Sidati Dharma Vargaha. So, Indra is thankfully putting one big clause here, actually. What? Because like when you are listening, somebody should not quote me wrongly. Guruji said that Devi will give so much of Aishwaryam, Dhanam and Yashas. So let me do hook and corner of activity and take the all the Dhanam, what is there? No. Dharma. See that the Dharma Vargaha. Vargaha means what? The one who walks on the path of Dharma will never ever have the dearth of Dhanam and Yashas. It will flow always like a perennial river. What is a perennial river? That will never get dried, actually. That will never ever be dried like Ganga. It is always flowing. Dhanyasta eva, dhanyasta eva, nibhritatmaja, bhrityadara. Esham sadhabhyudhayada bhavati prasanna. Dhanyasta eva nibrudatmaja brityudara. Therefore, Indra is claiming or proclaiming that you are the one who should be worshipped by people or all the jivas in the material world, actually. People who wanted a family life, who everybody is in a family life, actually, who are in that family life, they will be getting, the children, the parents, the partner, the spouse, all the people who are there, they all are indeed blessed by you, actually. Dhanyasta eva. So therefore, if somebody have to be danyaha means what? If somebody have to be feeling blessed, somebody have to feel protected, somebody have to be ever thankful, it is only to you, because you are the one who's creating that harmony in the coexistence or the co-habitual which people are wanted to live together, because everybody is a distinctive individual. Yes or no? Even the children who are born to us, they are very different from us. They are not the same. But how? What is that is keeping us all together? You call it pasam, you call it prema, you call it whatever, you call it anbu, you call it pyar, in whatever language you call whatever it is. That foundation is Devi, actually. That's keeping us bounded, actually. So that in itself is you. That is what Indra is proclaiming from this particular verse. Te sammata janapadeshu danadi tesham yashamsi nachasi dati dharma vargaha dhanyasta eva nivrudatmaja britya dhara. Britya dhara means there will be no any problems. People will say, they will come and say, Guruji, somebody is creating issues in my problem. They are creating problem between me and my husband. The relatives are teaching something wrong to my children. The children are acting so weirdly to us. The wife is teaching something against us to the son, actually. All these thoughts, if somebody is having, this is the mantra for you, actually. That he is saying something, she is saying something. Because of that, he is acting like this. We can't change others. If you want to change something, you can change the environment that is there. So if you have any issues, this is the one, actually, for all familial connections, the peace, the coexistence, the co-habitual existence, to be together in a holistic space. This is the one. Tesam mata janapadeshu danani tesham yashamsi nacha sidati dharma vargaha dhanyasta eva nipradatmaja dhara yesham sadabhyudayada bhavati prasanna. Also, that misunderstanding that comes because of between parents and children, or between relatives, in terms of what is called as the money or the financial matters and all these things that is there. There is a constant glitch is there. There's a constant tug of war that happens. There's a constant unpleasant talks or unpleasant conversations that lead that comes up, between own father and son, or between a mother or a daughter, or in these kind of relationships, then this is the one which we should invoke this particular point, so that there is harmony, actually, that harmony which we are looking forward, actually. Because of money, we should not, that issues that creep in, actually, that should not happen, actually, because of money, or because of the property, because of the property disputes, what we call that. To avoid, this is the particular verse that we can invoke and pray to Devi, actually, so that there is harmony. Because that property dispute or whatever it is there even between, forget about having parents having with children, actually, even husband and wife, they will have, actually, like, I mean, who's what is the term of that power structure that coexist in terms of money, actually, which is a very important dynamics, actually, so to bring a harmony in that, this is something very important this is very important mantra to chant, actually. Moving further, the next two mantras are very interesting, because Indra is putting like a question to Devi, actually. He's raising this question, actually, like in great aschariam, he is so awestruck and awe-wondered after talking this much. He's saying, is it not? This is also, you are the one, right? Like, after realizing, like, the way we'll ask, "Nee dane idallam pandra," you are the one who is doing all these things. Like that, Indra is raising these two questions. The next two mantras are actually questions which he is putting to Devi, for which Devi will simply smile, actually. What is it? Dharmyani Devi sakalani sadaiva karman atyadritaf pratidinam sukruti karoti swargam prayati chatato Bhavati prasadal lokatrayepi phalada nanudevi tena. So it is a continuation of the conversation from the last verse, actually. So Indra is saying, Amma, so whosoever is following the path of dharma, you are the one who is awarding everything to them, actually. In some or the other form, whatever they are having is everything you, actually. Though they are having everything, and if they continue to walk on that righteous path, you also make sure what they are not afflicted by the karma, actually, because they are walking on the path of dharma and they are attaining everything, but still they lead to what is called as a detachment, actually. Though they lead to a detachment and they ultimately reach you, this understanding Indra is giving, and he is raising this question to Devi, actually. And Indra is further saying how she is doing this. Prati dinam she is doing, it seems. Prati dinam, for each and everybody. Just she is not doing it one day and she is leaving, like us, na. Like, I've been having this conversation with all our students. So most of them have discussed about procrastination. One day I'm doing, the next day I'm not able to do, third day I'm not able. Devi is not like that. 365 days she is doing this for us, actually, for each one of us. Dharmyani Devi Sakalani Sadaiva. Sadaiva, the word Sadaiva. Sadaiva means what? Forever. And what she is doing pratidinam, students? Sukruti karoti. Sukruti. She is only seeing that my child should be happy. How should I protect my child? Irrespective of that that karma which is there, which she is not at all a part of it, because of our actions and reactions which we have done janma janmantram. Even now Devi is trying to protect us, it seems, actually. How should I save my child, actually? How will I make my child to understand? How he or she will come out of it, how he or she will think. He's been going on thinking in a particular direction. How I will make him or her to think in a different dimension, so that he gets escaped from what he is stuck in, actually, what he is caught in, actually. Karmyan Sadaiva karman atyadritaf. Atyadritaf means what? She is doing extremely, she is taking pain, it seems, actually. Extremely she is thinking, it seems. Extremely she wanted to do something, it seems. So next time onwards, if somebody is saying that Devi is not doing anything, that's the end of the story, actually. If somebody is saying that, she's not doing anything to me, she's not doing anything to me, I am doing so much of puja part, That is not the truth, actually. Indra is saying very clearly, even after that, if you are suffering, means then you are the one who should really think why you are suffering, actually, because Devi is helping each one of us, actually. Whether we are asked, when we are asking, she is consciously there. Even when we are not asking, Indra is very clearly raising this question, actually, to her. Karman, Atyadritaf means what? Like extremely, she is working on these dimensions. Pratidinam, she is working. Sukruti karoti, for what she is working? Sukruti karoti. And and the one who is a part of all these things, Indra is very easily dismissing. Swargam is not a big deal, because you are trying to make our life a heaven in our day-to-day existence itself. Actually, you are protecting us, you are nurturing us, you are taking care of us. Even when I want to fall down, when I deliberately even want to fall down, you are trying to save me. Actually, sometimes I'm falling down, then you are trying to heal me, and then you're trying to make me to move further, go further. For such an individual who is you, is Swargam is a big deal to award to somebody? Cha cha. No, no, not at all. Because you are creating a Swargam for me here itself. Swargam prayati chatato bhavati prasada lokatrayepi phalada nanu devi tena, nanu devi, none other than you only. So Indra is actually talking as if I have found the truth. This is what you are doing, and I have understood your truth, actually. Getting it? And Devi is doing what? Devi is simply listening to this and smiling, actually. And continuing further, Indra is explaining what is he explaining? That karma, how she is protecting us pratidinam from that karma. Harasi bhiti mashesha janto swastai smrita mati mativa shubhan dadasi dharidryam dukkam bhayam. The three important things that we always put ourselves in a suffering mode, actually. Dharidryam, poverty, what will happen? Will my job will remain? Will my bank balance will remain? Will I be able to do this? Will I be able to do that? Will money be sufficient? Dharidryam, thinking about dharidryam. And that think of that dharidryam leading to dukkam, actually. Oh, what will happen to my future? What will happen future to my children? What will happen this, that, we keep constructing the scaffolding our dukkam, actually. Dharidryam, dukkam. And this dukkam leading to what? Bhayam, actually. And this bhayam will ultimately lead to what? No productivity, actually. Dharidryam, dukkam, and bhayam, actually. So Indra is very clearly defining these three elements, actually. Smrita, harasi, bhiti, mashesha jantoho, mashesha jantanam. What does it mean, actually? When immediately remembered, actually. Smrita means to think. Whom we are thinking? Durga. Harasi bhiti. She is for every creature. Harasi bhiti means what? She is not segregating. You are Nastika or you are Astika, whether you are following Sanatana Dharma or some other Dharma, whether you are living in America, whether you are in India, whether you are in Sri Lanka, XYZ. No, no, no. Smrita. The moment you think of her, she is there for you, actually. No matter whichever corner you are, actually. Durge, Smrita, Harasi, Bhiti, Mashesha Jato. For every creature, not just us, for every creature. Swastai Smrita, Swastai Smrita. Swastai Smrita means what? That micro millisecond fraction, the moment we think she's there, it seems, actually. She's not even taking time to come from some place. You understand what I'm trying to say? It's not like, okay, our mother is calling, hey, come, Kanna, come. No, no, I'll come now. I have to walk and go there, or I will not even go. The moment you call, she's there, it seems. Swastai smrita. Mati mativa. Mati mativa means what? Immediately she's coming to our buddhi, it seems, to solve what we are actually thinking cannot be unsolved, actually. Appa enala mudila idukku mela, when you think, when you say like it's not It's not happening to me. Yeah, I cannot do it. I am done with it. I quit. That moment she's there actually. You will not quit. I am there actually. Swastai smrita mati mativa shubham dadasi. That moment she will change what? That moment she will change that entire scenario. What you are thinking is impossible, she will make all those things possible. Daridrya, dukkha, bhaya, harini, katvadanya. She is removing it and she is also protecting it. So the one who is thankful, maybe all of us, because we are able to comfortably sit and listen to this. So she's already protected us. She's protecting. For that also, we are supposed to be thankful to her. Katvadanya, Sarva Upakaranam, the next word, Sarva Upakaranam, all the helps that she is extending to us, when we ask or don't ask. Sarva Upakarana, Karanam. Karana means what? You are doing. Sarva Upakara Karanaya, Sadhartra Chitta, Sadhartra Chitta. Sadhatra Chitta. For everybody, whether you are worshipping her or not worshipping her, whether you are calling her or not calling her, she's there for everybody, it seems. So imagine, students, you are all step by step knowing her. Yes or no? It's very clearly saying, even if you don't know her, she's there actually. Somewhere the other way, she's there to help, because whether you recognize or not, whether we all recognize or not, she's the mother at the end of the day. Then we recognize her as our mother. We have established a relationship with her. We have this bhakti on her. We have premai on her. Then don't you think that she will be there for you actually? I always raise this question to all those students when the moment they start complaining, actually, when they start lamenting, when they start crying in front of me, that I'm so helpless, what to do? Then this is the truth, actually. This is the truth that we are supposed to adopt, actually. How can we even forget that she is not there, actually? And how is that we are taking the ownership of the trouble that is happening when I have consciously surrendered myself to her, actually? When I have realized that she is the one who is doing everything, you know I have surrendered and I'm waiting for her. It is paining to me. Wait a little. It's fine. She is having, she might be having her own strategies. She is not definitely testing you for sure, but she is thinking how to bring you out. At least you should wait, right? You at moment going away from her is not going to help us at all. Because if going away from her is going away from everything, actually. This is what Indra himself has realized and asking her as a question. Just imagine. I understand for Indra himself, it took ages after ages to understand this and ask this question. For us, it is much more difficult. I do understand. That is the reason we are doing sadhana. Every day, every moment, actually. And this is the central understanding, students. If you understand this, if you apply this, if you adopt it, it is over. You have done your sadhana and you carry forward with that, actually. ஒரு துக்கம்னு ஒண்ணு வரும்போதுதான் அம்பாள் இருக்கா, அம்பாள் இல்லாம என்னால ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியாது, அவ இருக்கான்னு சொல்லக்கூடிய அந்த சத்தியத்தை நம்ம நம்பணும். ஆக்சுவலா கண்ணை மூடின்னு நம்பணும். அவ இல்லைன்ட்டு நம்ம நினைச்சிட்டோம்னா அப்ப நம்ம வாழ்க்கையே இல்லை. जिस समय पे इतना दुख है, उस समय पे हम सोच लेंगे कि देवी नहीं है, मतलब कोई नहीं है मेरा मदद करने के लिए, देवी भी नहीं आ रही मेरी मदद करने के लिए, मतलब कुछ भी नहीं है, कुछ भी बचा नहीं है फिर। उस वक्त जो हमारी भक्ति है, उस वक्त जो हमारी श्रद्धा है, that is what is showing how we are, what is our relationship with her, actually. That will also help her to understand where we have kept her in our life, actually. That moment she will realize whether we are doing all these things as a fancy, all these puja, punaskaram, chantings and everything, are we doing it as a fancy thing or for our own swartham? We are all egoistic. We are all selfish individuals. She all knows that, but still she is Amma. Avyaja Karunamurti. She doesn't even evaluate you, whether, what is that you are, whether what is your intention, what is your motive, whether you are really loving her, not loving her. I'm talking about normal people. You are all learning sadhana. You all wanted to dedicate your life. You are dedicating your time, your efforts. And if such people, you yourself will lose your faith on her, particularly when a distress will come. When things are happy, everything is nice. But particularly when a distress will come, how can we give up on her actually? And giving up on her is like we are giving up on our own self actually. This is the teaching that you should take. Ambal Satyam. She is eternal. She is there and she is with me actually. And if somebody is doing something against me, somebody is harming me, something is harming, she will take care of it actually. I don't even have to open my mouth. I don't even have to curse them. I don't even have to tell them anything. She's there, right? She will take care. என் மனசை கஷ்டப்படுத்துறாளா, என்ன துன்பப்படுத்துறாளா, என்ன வேதனைப்படுத்துறாளா, அவ பார்த்துப்பா. If they are harming me, if anybody is harming me, knowingly, unknowingly, whatever it is, she will take care of it. I don't have to worry. Not just me, all the people who are associated with me actually. If I need something, she is there to provide me. She will give the resource. Hook and crook, nook and corner, she will bring it actually. I know. The only thing is that I should have that on her actually. I should not leave her feet actually. I should just hold it. Not even an iota I can judge her. I can think whether she will do it or not for me. Like you just see, like she's there for everybody. But if you show this love on her, unconditional love on her, you think that she will not respond. She will respond actually. And that from conditional love to unconditional love, you have to train yourself, and that training is what is called as sadhana actually. दुर्गे स्मृता हरसि भीति मशेष जंतो हो स्वस्तै स्मृता मति वशुभां दधासी धारित्र्य दुःख भयहारिणि कात्वधन्या सर्वोपकार करणाय सदात्र चित्ता सदात्र चित्ता सदात्र चित्ता हेबिर हतैर जगतु पैति सुकंतथैते कुर्वन्तु नाम नरकाय चिराय पापम संग्राम मृत्युमधिगम्य दिवं प्रयान्तु मत्वेति नूनमहितान् विनिहंसि देवी हेबिर्हतैर जगतु पैति. So all these debates that we have within us, in spite of having so much of shraddha, bhakti, samskaram, all that debates that we have, Indra is declaring them in the name of evil actually, that keeps us away from her actually. Our ego, our thought process, our negativity, whatever it is, it's all sum total up to be an evil, and which is tormenting us, which is actually torturing us actually. Indra is praying that, Amma, you have fought such tremendous demons like Mahishasura right in front of our eyes actually. This, what we are facing, is the biggest enemy that is keeping me away from you. And I'm asking you to wage a war on that enemy actually, which is keeping me away from you. Will you not do it, Amma? He's asking this question, raising a question. You know, this is this is what is the enemy that I have. You had enemy who is the mighty Mahishasura. But me being away from you, my karma, my vasanas, my samskaras, which is all the evil, will you not wage a war against that, Amma, for me? Why will you not do it, Amma? Indra is asking. And this is what I wanted, Amma. Hebir hatair jagatu paiti sukhantataite. Sangrama mrityumati gamya divam prayantu. Divam prayantu. Matveti nuna mahitan vinihansi devi. Even Indra is quoting, even the ones who have died in this battlefield, showing around the battlefield, because this conversation is happening in the battlefield, right? Actually, so Indra is showing the battlefield and saying, even this dead bodies which is lying all around the place, you have given mukti to everybody. No, they have all reached the greater lokas actually. They have waged war against you. They wanted to kill you. They wanted to finish you. Still you have been so compassionate that you have awarded them mukti. You know, and if this you can do to all these enemies, Amma, will you not do something to my enemy that is keeping me away from you? How beautiful it is. Yes or no? Indra is teaching us how to approach Devi, how to pray to her. Next one. Let's do Drishtvaiva, 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 Kinna, Kinna, Kim will become Na, and then again a Na is there. Kinna. Drishtvaiva Kinna Bhavati. Bha is Mahaprana. Drishtvaiva Kinna Bhavati Prakaroti. Prakaroti. Ro. O. Prakaroti. Bhasma. Sarvasura. Sarva. Sa Saraswati Sakara. Va and Aki Matra. Ra. Sarva. Segregated. Sarva plus Sura. Narishu. Narishu. Shanmukha Shakara. Narishu. Shanmukha Shakara. Narishu. Narishu. दृष्ट्वैव किन्न भवति प्रकरोति भस्म सर्वासुरा नरिषु यत् यत् प्रहिनोषि यत् प्रहिनोषि शस्त्रम यत् प्रहिनोषि शस्त्रम श is शिवशकारा शस्त्रम prahi is separate word noshi is a separate word na is bigger na sha is shanmukha shakara lokan lokan Aki matra focus lokan लोकान प्रयांतु लोकान प्रयांत रिवाओपी रिप सॉरी रिपाओपी लोकान प्रयांतु रिपाओपी ही रिपाओपी ही शस्त्र पूता शस्त्र प्लस पूता इत्थम थ इस महाप्रणव इत्थम मथिर 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 Bhavati. Bha is Mahaprana. Bhavati. Teshvapi. Sha is Shanmukha Shakara. Teshvapi. Teti. Teti. Sadhvi. 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 दृष्ट्वैव किन्न भवती प्रकरोति भस्म सर्वासुरा नरिषु यत् प्रहिनोषि शस्त्रं लोकान् प्रयान्तु रिपवोऽपि हि शस्त्रपूता इत्थं मतिर्भवति तेष्वपि तेति साध्वी. Okay. दृष्ट्वैव किन्न भवति प्रकरोति भस्म सर्वासुरा नरिषु यत् प्रहिनोषि शस्त्रं लोकान् प्रयान्तु रिपवोऽपि हि शस्त्रपूता इत्थं मतिर्भवति तेष्वपि तेऽपि साध्वी. Okay, the next one. खड्गप. खड्गप. प्रभाव. प्रभाव. निकर. Vispura. Pa is Mahaprana. Vispura. Nice. Nice. Tathograihi. Vispura. Nice. Nice. You have to do the syllabification, otherwise it will look like Chinese words later. Vispura. Vispura. Nice. Nice. Tathograihi. विस्फुरणैस्ततोग्रैः. शूलाग्र. शूलाग्र. कांति. निवहेन. निवहेन. दृशोऽसुराणाम्. 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 यन्नागता. 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 विलय. मन्षु. विलय. मन. विलय. मंशु. मम. इम मात्रा. मम. मंशु. मदिंदु. 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 द इज छोटी की द ओनली. मदिंदु. खंड. ख इज महाप्राण. खंड. यन्नागता विलय मंशु मदिंदु खंड. खंड. ख इज महाप्राण. योग्याननन. योग्याननन. इन मात्रा. योग्याननन. तव विलोक्य. तव विलोक्य. यतान. तव विलोक्य यतान. तदे तत्. तदे तत्. तदे plus tat. Tat, like that we have to say. It's not tat, it is tat. खड्ग प्रभाव निकर. निकर विस्फुरणैस्ततोग्रैः. शूलाग्रकान्ति विनि. शूलाग्रकान्ति निवहेन दृशोऽसुराणाम्. यन्नागता विलयमंशु मदिन्धुखण्ड. योग्याननन्तव विलोक्य. योग्याननन्तव विलोक्य यतान् तदेतत्. So moving further, the next one. Drishtvaiva kinna bhavati prakaroti bhasma sarvasura narishu yat prahinoshi sastram. So Indra is further saying, actually, Indra is conversing, Devi simply listening to the conversation. I mean, it's, how can we say the conversation? Because Indra is the one who is talking. You might ask this question. But Indra is able to speak because of the Spuranam that is coming within his heart by Devi only, right? So Devi not directly talking, but in his heart, Devi is having this conversation, and that's the reason with Adhyatya Bhakti, Ananya Bhakti, Indra is able to have this, like he's making this declaration in the war field, actually, just like Arjuna was making declarations, after listening to Krishna, this is the way Indra is doing the declaration in the war field, actually. So Indra is moving further. He is saying, like, Amma, now knowing your valor, we have realized that all these astrams and shastrams that you're carrying in all your 18 hands, these are not even needed. Just by your eyes, but by your looks, you would do the bhasmam of everything, actually. All these are a part of your orchestration. This battle, you are teaching us how to fight things, actually. How to involve in the field to fight. That is what is the learning outcome that you are giving to us, actually. Otherwise these asuras, merely by your drishti, they will become bhasma. Drishtvaiva kinna bhavati prakaroti bhasmam. There is no need for you to do all these things, actually. But why are you using your weapons? Because, Amma, we have realized the moment your weapon is going and hitting them, that is not actually killing them. That is purifying them, actually. That is purified them, actually. And these adversaries, when it is understood in this dimension, or when it is looked into this dimension, even those when they are afflicted, when this adharmam has come into existence, and then you have to fight this adharmam, it is all a kind of an orchestration that you are doing. And within this orchestration, you are giving salvation or mukti to a lot of souls around you, actually, and sending them to the higher worlds, actually. Even towards these adharmis who are going against, who have accumulated a lot of karma, and that karma has made them so egoistic and individualized centric, thinking that they are the supreme. Even to them, their intentions, you have been very gracious. Even to them and their intentions, you have been very gracious. Now, all of a sudden, why Indra was talking in a particular meter, right? He went to the highest stage of philosophy. The last paragraph which we saw, where he's saying that, that Sharanagati is going to um, end in all the adversaries, and we should catch hold of to your feet and everything, correct? And then why all of a sudden he shifted here? This is what is called as going and talking to our parents nicely to get things done. Yes or no? Amma, please, ma, you are so nice, na. You are doing this, you are doing that. Chella, amma, like that, we twist the conversation, actually. Immediately, you see the brilliance of Indra. After that, Indra is saying what? Khadga prabhava nikara vispura naistato graihi. So what Indra is saying, Shulagra Kanti Ivahena Drisho Surana. Amma, you have used all your weapon, just last mantra, what did he say? Just by your eyes, you can do bhaspam of everything. But still you used all your weapons on all these, asuras and everything. And that was an act of you to give salvation, because it is making them pavitram, actually. It has made them pavitram. So therefore they have reached the higher worlds. Amma, I had been telling my problems to you. You have what is called as khadgam. Why can't you put your khadgam and you take the problem, just like it's just a matter for you, Nama. You just put the rope, khadgam, you just throw it. It will just finish off. Otherwise, you send your shulam, on my problems. You know, Khadgaprabha Nikara Vispura Naistato Gray Shula, otherwise Shulam. He's giving option to Devi. Either you send your Khadgam, otherwise at least your Shulam. You have so much. You thoughtfully used it on these asuras to finish them, where you could have just used your, just the mere sight of you would have finished them into basmas. If my karmas are such big mystery that you are not able to solve it because I have accumulated so much, if you can't do anything, Amma, send your kadgam for my protection. Send your shulam for my protection, actually. How beautiful, right? And Devi is listening to this and she is smiling, actually. ಎನ್ನಾಗತ ವಿಲಯು ಮನ್ಷು ಮಧಿಂದು ಖಂಡ ಯೋಗ್ಯಾನನಂತವ ವಿಲೋಕ್ಯ ತದೈವ 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 ತತ್. So Indra is further adding what? ಎನ್ನಾಗತ ವಿಲಯು ಮನ್ಷು ಮಧಿಂದು ಖಂಡ. That is, there is no other gati apart from you, Amma. ಎನ್ನಾಗತ. There is nothing, You are the one who can actually do this. The only sole protector. Because if you think and you do only, it can be done. There is nobody else is there to do it for me. Indra is showing the act of Sharanagati. He is not saying that if you don't do it, I'll go to Shiva or Brahma or Vishnu, they will do it for me. No. He's saying, I don't have anybody. And in fact, he's not just saying for him, he's saying for everybody who is surrounded there. Nobody, everybody is in that position, and I am a pratinidhi of all these people, including the Trimurtis. I'm talking on behalf of them. And what he's saying at the end, it is a beautiful line, students. Don't check my yogyam. How much, I'm qualified for that. Please don't check, Amma. Please help me. If you check my qualification, I'm gone. Don't check my qualification. Yogyanananda. Even if I don't have the qualification, you give the qualification or you don't give the qualification, but you put an end to this, actually. Yogyananantava vilokya yatam tadeva tat. Tadeva tat means this is my prayer to your lotus feet. Vilokya yatam. Vilokya yatam. This is what I'm asking you. Got it? So how Indra is bringing the conversation, and he has ultimately made the point, actually. Whether I have yogyam, whether I'm qualified or not qualified and all, I don't know. And don't bring that point also. At this stage, at least don't bring that point. All I need is that you do some or the other. You send your kadgam, you send your shulam, do something. But you have to end this misery that I am suffering with, actually. Durvritta, moving further. Durvritta vritta shamanan. Durvritta vritta shamanan. Tava devi sheelam. Tava devi. Devi. Of course, she is nearby. So there is no devi. It is devi only. Tava devi sheelam. Rupam tatai tad avi chintya matulya manyaihi. You have to do the syllabification, students, otherwise you will not be able to do it later. Tatai tad avi chintya matulya manyaihi. Viryancha hantr hrita deva parakramanam vairishvapip. We have to put a vairishvapip. Vai is a separate word. Rish is a separate word. That rish is Shanmukha Shakara. Vairishvapip. Vairishvapip. Very sharp word, actually. It can be tongue twister for some of you. Vairishvapip. Prakati taiva. Vairishvapip prakatitaiva daya tvayetham. Tvayetham. This I will take it in the next class, actually. In the next class, we will be finishing off with the Aparajita Stuti. Keep up with the prayers, keep learning and keep practicing the Durga Saptashati. We will specifically send the voice recording of Taruni Amma for this chapter for the previous session that she has taken, so that you can practice very specifically for this. This is a very important chapter. If I have to really, for teaching this Durga Saptashati, if I really want to ask you something, learn this chapter. As I'm saying, this chapter will travel with you throughout your life, actually. Because as I keep saying, forget about mukti, moksham, and all these things. Let it all happen if it has to happen. First of all, you be happy, you be peaceful, you be healthy, which is very important. Then we will think of mukti, moksham, and everything. If we are blessed in all these things, and then some of you are slowly and steadily moving towards mukti and moksham, that is nice. But make your lives peaceful. Come out of the miseries, try to protect yourself, try to protect your family, your work, try to improve your quality of life. That is very important. And for this, the Aparajita Stuti will definitely be a great solution, actually. Please remember that for lifetime. Let's finish off the session with Mangalam. सर्वमङ्गलमाङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरि नारायणि नमोऽस्तु ते जयन्ती मङ्गलाकाळी भद्रकाळी कपालिनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिवा धात्री स्वाहा स्वदा नमोऽस्तु ते दुर्गे स्मृता हरसि भीतिमशेषजन्तोः स्वस्तैः स्मृता मतिमतीव शुभान् ददासि दारिद्र्यदुःखभयहारिणिका त्वदन्या सर्वोपकारकरणाय सदात्र चित्ता दुर्गे 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 दुःखनिवारिणी दुर्गे दुर्गा माता की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। सर्वं श्री चंडी महालक्ष्मी अर्पणमस्तु तथास्तु। Thank you so much. Namaskaram. See you in tomorrow's class.
Namaskaram, Guruji.